welcome back to another video.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Yeah, almost to hitting
with the Gothic.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I don't know about you.
Very excited, of course. I mean,
roughly 10 days away or so. Yeah.
It's so exciting that there's so many new people coming into the game. I'm sure Gothic is pulling.
There's a lot of new players coming in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the numbers speak for themselves, so it's going to be really exciting to see.
Very exciting indeed.
Yeah.
So, I think you had something you wanted to say?
Yeah, I wanted to give a community shout out to the Massachusetts Sorcery Guild. They had a successful sold-out Cornerstone event, November 9th.
Yeah, it's amazing.
They had Drew Tucker there signing cards. I've been speaking with the community members on Discord. There are a bunch of people, and go show them some love on Discord and Facebook, and the links will be available in the description below.
Okay.
So, going into your Fury deck.
Yeah, well, so actually, I wanted to say before we look at the deck, this game is actually, I feel like it's closing out a nice nice little triangle trilogy from that night, because we had Seer versus Elementalist, Elementalist versus Witch, and now Witch versus Seer, right? Like it's like the three decks from that night, and they actually played against each other. So the Seer beat the Elementalist, and the Witch beat the Elementalist. So I like to think that this is the finals, right? The Seer and the Seer and the Witch in the finals. So it's nice little triangle being closed out. But yeah, so we have seen these decks across the last
several videos,
last two videos. Yeah. So, but we can still talk about them quickly. I mean, we did mention last time that the Witch deck is, of course, quite similar to just Fury Road, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
a lot of similarities. Yeah, exactly.
It has all the charge minions, and we also mentioned the Slumbering Giant, how you can like ping it in so many ways to wake it up and stuff. But the unique thing about the deck becomes more not so much the card choices, even though there are some interesting ones. Like I don't think
the Basilisk is a pretty interesting choice, but I completely get it.
Yeah,
you just trying to lock your opponent out and disable their minions, and then you come in with your charge minions.
Yeah, but also like he almost guarantees you like 3 damage, which is really nice, because as long as they don't kill it, of course everything is under the contingency of just don't kill it. Like I can freeze up to 2-3 of your minions just because of how you place them, perhaps, and then on the following turn he just comes in and swings. Since you're disabled, you can't block.
It's really good.
If there's a minion on his site and then he moves forward to attack, I presume that minion will become no longer disabled and it could block. So it does kind of require the Basilisk to be alone on its site, but the ones in front of it, of course, cannot block. So it's like a free 3 damage on top of slowing your opponent down. So it's actually an interesting concept of maintaining an aggression while having some control element, which is what Earthquake does. I mentioned it last time. It's like, this is such a perfect control card, if you ask me. You can mess up so much stuff on the opponent's side and just save yourself by wrecking so many of their units.
Or just moving their tri-sites up to the second row and moving their mana and their threshold. Yeah, exactly.
Like super controlling, but it doubles in this deck, as I mentioned, because it can bring your avatar into areas that makes them susceptible to Colisees or Kobolds or Vile Imps, right? Or even your ring and just yourself to kill them on death's door.
Or you could even just kill their minions and you have Saracen Raiders, and then you just come in and just with the taxing too, you get them to death's door and then you could tax them.
But of course, as we know, the purpose of the Witch in this deck, as opposed to playing Sorcerer for the pure raw card advantage, is to drain. I just want to drain for 2.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that my Saracen and my Red Caps actually attack for 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So moving on to Beast Seer.
Yeah, so this was Nico's Seer deck. If we remember, he's trying to Immortal Throne us to death, which he actually succeeded in doing.
Yes, he did.
Despite, of course, a few hiccups, which, life happens.
Yeah,
the game is indeed complex.
Yes.
But anyway, so he wants to Immortal Throne, which is such a fun card. I mean, have you dabbled in this?
I've not dabbled with the Immortal Throne. It's really intriguing to me. I think I've always wanted to play with it, just never got a chance to do so.
I mean, there is always the argument of, can you build around a unique? I mean, I think yes.
That's too. There's no way to really kind of like fetch it. It doesn't cost 1, so you can't use Highland Princess. So it's like you said, it's a unique. If it was maybe an elite or an exceptional, I'd be more inclined to play with it.
But of course, it would
being the unique slot and the chances of drawing it, and then trying to build a deck around it, having to each of your cards costing 1 to 7 mana. So it's a bit of a it's a bit of a task to try to build around this particular unique. But I salute Nico for trying to do so with this deck.
The other issue is like it is an extremely slow win condition against like just in general, decks, and then against aggro it's rough. So like if you choose to turn 4 Immortal Throne versus like say this Witch deck, it's probably to your detriment. It's like
I think you would probably have to play a lot of life gain cards.
Yeah. But so like sorry, so yeah, or blockers, right?
Or blockers, control pieces, control sites. If you're playing water, font of life, just to gain life and just try to keep it going. So
I mean, in Earth, you could also be playing divine healing if you wanted to go down that route.
Yeah,
but exactly. I think he actually mentioned like to this point of slow-ish versus aggro was try to slow the game down with his own minions. So you can see he's got 35, right?
Yeah.
And like he's got the Autumn Unicorn and the cat, which you can play a turn earlier from the pawn.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like...
well, he's also got like, Fate Changeling, bounce the minion back to the opponent's hand.
Yeah.
You got the Root Spiders to disable them.
Yeah.
You got the Tough Turtles
Root Spider is a bit weird.
Again, yes, with water it is, but I mean,
But it's okay, yeah.
You can... Yeah. It is doable. Mm-hmm. I mean, you got the Tough Turtles that don't take damage the first time. So you've got a lot of good blockers. You've got the Storeworm that can deal... some serious board wipes, kind of semi-board wipes.
Well, it is lethal damage.
Yeah, so. Exactly. So, and you got the Titan too that strikes, the enemy minions when it comes into play.
Yeah, even the Avatar.
So it's he's got answers. So it's.
I know Assorted Animals is an X spell that can be cast for any amount, so he can boost his Immortal Throne. Right? Yeah. And then, of course, before we get into the games here, Blasted Oak to protect it all, which is really, really nice. And just to say fast, if you try to bury any of these things, he came prepared with Undertaker Engine.
Yeah. All right. So let's get into the gameplay. So we've got less than 2 weeks away from Gothic. Another 440 cards, I believe, to add to the card pool.
The card pool,
Really, really exciting.
Plus 13 avatars, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be 13? Really great to see.
I was actually talking to Marco, and I was like, because we're both just, I mean, we both got like 40 plus decks built on Curiosa and stuff, and we're just waiting to get back onto the the brewing grind. And we were just saying, it's like, not only is there going to be 13 new avatars to build around, but like imagine 440 new cards to revisit the original avatars and improve those decks. Exactly. It's going to be a never-ending brewing experience, which is we're just so excited. Can't wait. All right, so we have a turn 1 common village, which if you pay 1 gives you a foot soldier.
Yeah.
Versus the Bedrock. Bedrock was really good in my game versus him 2 weeks ago because
can't be destroyed.
Yeah, like you can't move it around and stuff, and I couldn't even earthquake it away from his avatar. Let's say if his avatar was creeping towards it. Of course, you can just earthquake his avatar, but I don't know. Sometimes you need to just move the site where the threatening item is, and the Bedrock prevents it.
Yeah. So Seer is it's an interesting mechanic. Just trying to scry through your deck or your spell book, your atlas. Just
like see one card before you
see one card before you draw it. Kind of
But is the argument just why not just tap to draw it like a sorcerer?
Maybe, but I think combined with like the rivers that allow you to also see cards, you could maybe pick and choose. So it gives you a lot of card selection.
You don't think that the rivers make the Seer redundant? Or vice versa? No, like
but you could use your Seer for one and the river for the other.
Yeah. I guess, yeah.
Kettletop Leprechaun. All right.
Yeah, the eternal debate: Kettletop Leprechaun or Land Surveyor. Yeah. I'm appreciating Land Surveyor more and more lately, but it bounces back and forth realistically.
Yeah, so like the Spring Rivers allow you to look at your next spell, but then you could use your Seer to look at your Atlas. Mm-hmm. So you could filter through each.
Right.
So it can be kind of redundant, sure, but if you could like preview each one when you're needing the Earth site, but the next site is water site, just put it underneath, and then so I kind of like the two combined together. I have tried a mono water Seer deck. It didn't really perform well at that time, so maybe adding earth or air maybe makes it that much better.
Those are strong elements. You know, Violent taking out Leprechaun is a classic, play. Just or just Violent taking out a 1 or 2 health minion on the front line is classic play. But it's interesting because against water, the fear, and especially earth, especially when it's paired with earth, the fear of these 4 power minions is real. It is a bit of a struggle for the Witch deck how it's built to deal with the 4 and 5 power minions. We do have common sense for berry and some removal plus the deserts and things. So there is ways, of course, and infiltrate and whatever. So there are ways, but of course we can't bury against these water decks.
So
rough, but it's okay. There are ways to deal with it. Like you already see, right? The soldier token that she was able to generate on turn 1 is going to potentially prove its worth here. Plus the imp attacks for 2, plus the desert.
The desert pings for 1. So...
Also, just to say, the deserts are going to be really strong. I mean, they already are really strong, but they're going to be really strong next set with Gothic because of ward, right? They can break the ward. So that's going to be interesting to see.
I'm wondering, does it break the word? I have to read the mechanic again.
Yeah,
I've read it quickly. It's not something...
I think it says the next time the unit would be damaged, targeted, or killed, remove the ward, break the ward instead.
But the deserts deal damage to minions, I believe, So.
But we're not sure yet if you can ward avatars. I don't think anything's been spoiled yet that would suggest that you can ward your avatar. Personally, I don't think I want to be able to ward avatars. I feel
we'll see. We'll have. We've seen about 100 cards at this point, 80 cards, so still 300 cards. It's a lot to take in.
Oh yeah. I'm actually really hoping. I think to not see any more spoilers. I'm totally happy and okay to go into opening those packs without having any idea what's to come. I don't know.
And probably an unpopular opinion. I think there's too many spoilers.
Already, you mean?
Already.
Oh, okay. Well, no, but I'm in that camp of don't give me a spoiler. I'm happy to know. I trust your game. It's fine.
Yeah. So common sensing for cavalry. Yeah, you just have a charge minion next turn.
Yeah, we actually added cavalry recently. That was not part of any original construction of of the witch deck. We added it because so
this is still the same turn of the desert pinging for 1, the imp and the soldier dealing 4 damage.
But we added the cavalry because we love Saracen and Red Cap. Just charging for 3 right now is really fun. And we realized it was ordinary, so it's like, oh shit! Like, why not in our common sense package? Why not have a charge minion?
Yeah, for sure, yeah. And you're playing with firebolts as well.
Yeah. So 3 firebolts.
Yeah, so you could just common sense if you need a death's door finisher. Really great. Okay, playing Aquila. Let's see. So now Nico with 4, 5, 6 minion is where I think his deck starts to shine a little bit more, putting these beefier creatures and bigger threats.
Yeah.
And Devil's Egg, Angel's Egg, sorry.
Okay, yeah. So Angel's Egg, Divine Healing.
It's something you don't want to see in the Witch's deck for sure, especially when you're draining for 2 and then you gain 1.
And then they gain 2, right? My turn and your turn.
Yeah, exactly.
But there is something we didn't mention in the deck tech that she is playing with, and Nico's okay with it. He was advised that she is playing with 3 of the sites that are coming out in Gothic: the Blood River of Blood, which has healing rounded down, which means that Devil's Egg, if she manages to find and play this site, means the Angel's Egg will gain him
0.5
rounded down is 0. So that site alone ruins the Angel's Egg. It turns Divine Healing into 3 life.
Because it's 3.5 rounded down to 3.
Yeah. Vampire gain only 2, and Galahad gain 1. This is really, really solid news for the Witch's viability going into Gothic.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice. Oh yeah, I didn't think of it. Yeah, so it's gonna really. You want to buy some Angel's Eggs?
Yeah,
I'm selling mine.
Selling Angel's Eggs. Yeah, geez, the shine on that.
Those eyes, the shininess on the red caps.
Yeah, the beard.
With the beard and the eyes just looking at you, those menacing look. It's really that foil is really nice, though. I have to admit, it's it's quite something in person. You just look at it, you're like, wow. Sorcery really nailed the foils. Honestly,
it really shines through thanks to the
especially our wave 3 foils.
Yeah.
Really, really good stuff. And
it comes out really nice on the image here with the JS's magnificent technology. So yeah, I think the thought process on this turn with the red cap between maybe something else was, is it worth coming in and starting to attack considering he's just going to gain back the 2 life? Is there maybe some kind of slower play that I can try to find? Like maybe if she had a Land Surveyor in her hand, does she play to try to find the River of Blood? So, but we opted to just put the minion on the board. I mean, it's a free minion on the board. There's nothing to contest it. Now, of course, he just gains the 2 life back, but he still has to now deal with it because it is netting 1 damage. And then if she plays a second minion, like if he's not able to deal with or block or have a blocker for the first one, and then she plays a second one, now it's a lot to contest with, in addition to the draining, so that the draining will take care of the Angel's Egg, and then there's 2 minions attacking you at the same time. It can be quite a bit, right?
If next turn she plays like the Cavalry, and then the next turn after there's like Saracen Raiders, then Monstrous Lion, and all this other stuff. So
she did use this turn to draw a sight. With her avatar instead of drain, which makes sense because we saw her literally common sense for a 4 cost.
Yeah. So Fate Changeling, okay.
Yeah, that's a bit annoying for her, I think, but good for him. Right.
I mean, she could still next turn cast it attack, so either Nico has to block with the Fate Changeling or take 3. So
it's just that by bouncing, right? It's like it's kind of like it's a pseudo removal if against this deck because we're not going to be playing 2 minutes. Oh, there it is. Wow.
Okay. So River of Blood. So right now, even prior to Gothic coming out, we're already seeing the effects.
Yeah, the effects of
the changes of how it's going to change in the future.
Yeah.
And this is just 1 site. And Mike from Collector's Art House revealed yesterday that unique card.
Oh yeah, that
gives you 1 mana for every unique in the opponent's graveyard, if I'm not mistaken.
Unique unit or
unique minion, I believe it is. And that art was
insane, but it's also it's all Knights helmets. I feel personally assaulted.
It was just like, oh my goodness! I'm like,
I feel assaulted.
They're if Eric's team is watching, just take all my money.
Yeah,
just give me like 30 cases, please.
So I like the decision because I was gonna say, when you bounce the red cap with an Angel's Egg in play, it's like you fully negate the 3 damage it did. Because then when it comes down again, it has to attack, but it gets blocked. So you won't be able to net that 1 damage. But now with the River and the 4 mana, it's really good of her to play on curve and just play the Cavalry. And then maybe be able to double spell with the red cap later on.
Yeah, exactly.
But now, of course, every time a water deck gets to 5, I always start to just assume they have Atlantean Fate in their hand. It's like they must always have Atlantean Fate in their hand.
Yeah, that's always well, I mean, the one good thing is your deck is pretty lean in terms of threshold. I mean, there's Morgana that's 3, but I mean, so I mean, even no matter where Nico would play the Atlantean Fate, I think you would still have 1 fire threshold. He plays it square 8, 9, 3, and 4, or 8, 7.
Atlantean Fate no longer matters. We don't really care about that.
And it doesn't affect ordinary sites, eh?
Yeah. So over time, actually, we have changed the site base drastically to what it is now to have so many ordinary sites, specifically not to lose to
Atlantean Fate
or even Earthquake if you have tri-sites.
Yeah.
Another cat. Okay, good for him because that cat is honestly the 4 power continues to be threatening. Even with answers, it still usually takes 2 things. The sight and the attack. The sight and a minion, 2 minions, 2 spells, minion and a spell.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Now we have. I think I see Basilisk in our hand, which is nice.
Basilisk, red caps.
There's an infiltrate. Ooh, infiltrate is not.
Looks like Great Famine.
Yeah, there's a famine on the far left.
Yeah, far left.
Sense. I think infiltrate seems not like a bad. It's a pretty solid tempo play. I think.
Yeah.
I think I might. But it's greedy if you assume that this is a big water deck and they're gonna just have a bigger minion next turn. Then you'd want to infiltrate that. But then you can Basilisk. Then you can Famine. Famine is the only card in the Witch deck that is not also aggro. I'd say it's
Aggro,
like
yeah.
sure, it's like a mostly
Mostly
like
removal,
98% control card. So
Yeah.
I would say if you want to cut a card, start with that one. But it has been really good for us. So it's one of those things of theory versus experience, And of course, our experience still continues to be small sample sizes, but our experience with the card has been very nice to have it, despite not having the damage. Again, another card that deals damage or something.
I mean, it's great removal too.
Yeah.
I mean, and it stays on the board for more than one turn if there's like other minions. So
yeah. So the issue with Basilisk here is that you have to move the cavalry, but you can't attack because he can just block with the cat, which means you're not getting any damage.
So she's attacking.
Oh,
she attacked.
Oh, okay. That's a bit of a strange.
I mean, I get it because maybe she wants a straight line for magic spells to deal like firebolts and stuff like that. So like if there's minions in the way, it won't hit the avatar.
I guess.
Maybe she just wants it. Like there's maybe Warhorse, Monstrous Lion coming in.
My only issue here is that she could be passing here with a second minion in play, but now is passed. Like, in that she could be in the same situation, but with a second minion in play, right? Had she just moved to 12 or even 14, but I think 12 is the better one, so she can go to 17 also.
Yeah.
And just move, don't attack, then the cat can't do anything, and then you disable the cat.
Yeah, that's true.
From 8 onto 13, now you have 2 minions, and if he wants to deal with the cavalry, then you get your free attack on 13 with the Basilisk, and you continue to disable the cat, and you still have a minion, and then you play another minion on your next turn. You know what I mean? Like, you can always be ahead by an extra minion, which is definitely what these aggro decks are hungry for. So yeah. But,
well, I mean, the River of Blood's already putting in the work. Nico not really doing any not getting any life as is, so
yeah. So actually, did it by accident pay off for her? Because if she would have done what I had said, then the cat attacks and kills the cavalry. But in this situation, they're both back in her hand, and at the cost of 4 life. Is that actually better? I wonder. For the potentially for the wrong reason, but is that actually better? I don't know. Because is it better to have the 4 life or better to have the minion in your hand? The thing is, we're never going to be casting both of those on the same turn. But now she can replay the Basilisk.
I mean, she plays a Sight on square 2, and then plays a Basilisk there. And then those 2 minions are disabled.
But she can even just play it on 7. Yeah, I was gonna say I think she just draws a spell.
She could just play it on 7, but. Yeah, I mean, there's those 2 options.
Because the thing is,
if she wants to get to 5 mana, or just start draining for 2.
But the thing is, so like draining for 2 is always the play. And if I can see her hand properly, she's got all 4s and 3 costs with a common sense, which, if I'm not mistaken, she's saving to have as a death door finisher, right? Common sense for the finish. So she's not considering that in her math. And there's no cards in her hand that allow her to double spell. So having 5 mana with the switch deck is irrelevant at this point. So you might as well get your drains in while playing with your available mana. So the Basilisk plus drain. And now that she's drawn more cards, she's managed to find a 2-cost Firebolt, which means now she has a reason to have 5 mana. So next turn, perhaps she'll draw that Sight and play a 5th mana, play her red cap, attack on 14 perhaps, and then Firebolt down to 18. So we'll see if that's what happens. Yeah. But I think Basilisk is the play, right? I mean, you can argue Great Famine, it'll kill the cat, but Basilisk just deals with both, right?
Yeah.
Oh. What are we doing? Yeah, it's okay.
I don't know.
It's okay. Drain for 2. All that matters is drain for 2.
Yeah. All right. I don't know.
It's okay. Yeah. This would actually feel real bad if the Angel's Egg was working.
Oh yeah. Because you'd be back at 20. So yeah. Play the Basilisk, drain for 2. Next turn, she could play whatever charge minion. I'd probably opt to play the red caps because the Saracen Raiders can be a little bit more versatile. Can go in 17. 12,
Yeah, but Saracen Raider generally, if you've got multiple cards in your hand and you have options to make, Saracen Raider is generally the card you want to play last because it's also a death door finishing potential. It has death door finishing potential.
Well, I said 12, but not 12 with the basilisk there. So probably 17 or 14. Yeah, but I agree. Probably later on. I mean, there's a lot of games where we've played against each other and you're just near the end, and then I'm like close to death's door, and then you just like drain, put me to death's door, and you play your Saracen Raiders and just finish me off like that. So yeah.
So it's kind of crazy to think that this witch deck, this game, look how many cards are in our hand.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Well, I mean,
we should have bounced twice, so subtract 2, right?
Yeah.
Right? Is that the right math? Yeah.
I suppose she would maybe have 2 less cards. She would have opted to play something else instead, so...
Okay, this is a crucial turn, I think, for Nico, because if he spends the whole turn searching for minions, that's a huge tempo shift. Like, maybe next turn he'll be able to do a couple of things, but basically letting Lisett, threaten to retake the board with the Basilisk disabling 2 minions, and then, like, allowing her to then kind of, like, play again to the board and regain a situation where she's got 2 minions in play can be dangerous for him. Now, of course, Questing Beast is a really strong card, so it could be like a long-term gains he's going for.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a gamble. Definitely a gamble. Like, I would be happy behind the Witch right now if on this turn where I just tried to take back the board, my opponent didn't commit anything to the board, you know?
Yeah. I get the puffer fish there. I mean, lethal, submerge.
Yeah. Well, it threatens the Basilisk. Well, no, it can't even threaten the Basilisk.
No, it can't even, so... I mean, the Questing Beast, obviously, it's a very good card, you know?
Yeah.
Stealth, lethal, 5 power, could take a step at the end of turn, so... And your deck is playing, like, a lot of 3, 4, 2 power minions, so, like, dealing with 5 is a little tougher for you.
So, I hope we don't have an attack on 12 here, because that would undisable the units, right? Because they would be behind the Basilisk.
Here, so it would disable. Yeah, because I'm just looking at your deck list. You don't have any 5 power minions. You would have to play a minion with a trinket to.
The idea with the deck is that okay. So we did get the 5th sight plus Firebolt and Red Cap. Yeah, that's what you went for. Nice. Yeah, we talk about this deck a lot. Yeah. we it's basically the deck she pilots 100%. So
it's a really fun deck. I mean, I play against it all the time, and yeah, it really keeps me on my toes no matter what deck I'm playing against you. If it's Archie, Druid,
Druid is definitely the most painful to play against. But
Druid I think is really a hard contender for you.
Yeah,
because there's just a lot of things going on as well. I'm also being really aggressive when I'm playing Druid against you.
Yeah. What's nice about what I really like about the Witch, what she offers this deck instead of the Sorcerer, for example, which again, like, no diminishing card advantage is insane. Having card quality to choose with the best card to play every turn is an amazing thing to have for almost any deck, especially aggro. Is that I find that the draining creates this reality for your minions that they don't have to stick around for more than the turn where they dealt their damage. It creates this thing where it's like, if you kill my Red Cap, but I've already dealt 3 damage plus drained you for 2, or will drain you for 2 the following turn, it's like that damage is already dealt and you're constantly being violent every single turn.
Yeah.
So it's like, you spend your focus on killing my thing, and then 3 more damage comes out of nowhere plus a drain. So you kill that thing, and then you know what I mean, like that.
So it's an accumulation of damage.
It almost sends this sensation of hopelessness as you fall below 10 life, and drain for 2 happens every turn, and then all of a sudden you're at 3, and it's like you just know that a Firebolt can just kill you. Okay, Sylvan Splendor is always a really fun card. So whenever you play a Beast or a Fairy to the affected sites, draw a card, but if it gets attacked...
The site gets attacked? I believe it's...
One of the sites, you dispel the... But, Pufferfish protects, so that's good.
Pufferfish and Gnome Hollows, so...
Yeah, really good placement. He did a good job there. That's really nice.
So...
Really, really, really intelligent. The only site accessible is protected by a lethal minion. But again, you see, the unfortunate thing here is that he made a card advantage play instead of a board control play, and now she's got 2 minions on board with a chance to play a 3rd minion, especially if it's Saracen, let's say, like, attack on 3 and then attack on 17.
Yeah.
Oh my
gigantism.
God,
dealing 9.
That's just death's door. Oh, good lord. So interesting, because part of that whole thing also is leaving a minion on the board against the witch is terrifying.
Yeah.
Which is another reason why it's okay to play Land Surveyor instead of Kettletop, despite the 1 damage difference.
Because you're guaranteed the land draw.
Yeah, you
and
guaranteed.
Gigantism with that.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean like play just for Gigantism, because again, it's a unique, so you have to draw it.
Yes.
But it's the idea that that 1 power can do so much out of nowhere from this deck. So it's like it's okay to cut that 1 power in the sense of Kettletop versus Land Surveyor, to get the immediate benefit and just have
So
he's in trouble.
He doesn't gain the 3 life from
we're a turn late on that.
Holy Ground, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
1 turn too late.
I mean, we still have to finish the game.
But not looking good for Nico right now.
Yeah, it's a bit rough if
I mean, he's got his 2 minions disabled. He's got the red caps literally like on top of his minion, his avatar, sorry. And so now he's got to at least put a blocker, be worried that you have another charge minion, like Saracen Raider.
Oh, well, that's a good one. But the thing is that he needs 2 blockers, right? Is the problem. Because he blocks the red cap, which is good, with a thing that's really hard to kill. But then she can also just play Saracen as a second attacker. But also, I believe we've got... Oh, it's disabled too. It has to... Yeah, shit, it can't even block. That thing is waterbound.
It's waterbound.
If he plays it on the...
Yeah, so he has to play it on the pawn or...
He has other blockers, though. It looks like he's...
Yeah, so he has to find a water... Okay.
But, okay. Oh, that's actually that's actually better. Had he played the worm, she has Infiltrate in her hand. Lisett could just infiltrate that thing and attack for 3. This can't be infiltrated.
Yeah,
so it's gonna force her to have a Firebolt or Saracen. But like I said earlier, I believe he's holding on to Common Sense, which the intention was always to just use it for Death Door Finisher.
Death Door Finisher,
exactly. The first Common Sense is generally used to respond to something. Yeah. Right? So I guess in this game she actually didn't use it to respond to something. Perhaps she responded to the board state, which is why she got her charge minion. But generally you'll get a barrier or a dispel with the first one, and then the second one you keep it for to finish the game.
To finish your opponent, yeah.
Yeah. Now of course, like, you adapt to your situations, and if you need to use it. But
the idea, in an ideal situation. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
No.
But yeah, she wanted. See, he tempted her with that worm.
Yeah.
She really wanted to. The plan was just, I'm going to infiltrate, but
yeah. Can't infiltrate. Got the stealth, unfortunately.
But do we have Saracen or Common Sense? Yeah. Okay. There we go. So Common Sense just gets Firebolt. Yeah. Do it. You got it.
Do it.
Unless she's wondering if... No, yeah, because stealth,
Did she play all... I think she only played 1 Firebolt, or 2?
This one, this game.
Just 1 this game?
Yeah.
Okay.
We used to only actually have 1 in the deck. It was just part of a package of Common Sense. And we just love it so much that now we're playing 3. Yeah. So you just can draw it. Because, like, honestly, sometimes on turn 2, it's just a fair play. Just Firebolt down the lane, deal 3 damage. Because next turn when you're going to red cap, and then on the following turn you're going to red cap and drain, and then you're going to Saracen, and you're going to Saracen and drain. It's just like okay, well, she chose. She wanted the clean mana usage.
Yeah. So congrats to Lisett showcasing the witch deck again and winning
the fake tournament that wasn't a tournament.
Yeah. Sound like Charlie Sheen. Winning. Yeah. Just. Basilisk was doing really well.
Basilisk looked really nice this game, honestly. Even the turn before it got Fate Changeling. But see, the thing is like I think Nico was able to respond properly to what was happening during the game. It just
I think the Sylvan Splendor, the Assorted Animal cards.
2 turns of just not defending the board.
Exactly, just not putting bodies on in the realm and just trying to get card draw and searching his deck. I think cost him the game. But I mean, he is going against a witch deck, which is really, really, really aggressive.
Yeah.
And
if you're a slower deck by nature, you're already starting on a back foot. But
I mean, Nico's trying something different. We're not seeing Seer too much, so like you got to try these avatars, see what works, what doesn't work.
But we honestly are afraid of 4-power minions when we play with the witch deck. So it was interesting for me, especially to see a game here where like he had 2 of them, and even the first one we were able to find a way to deal with it. Like it's really just really strong, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, your deck does pretty well, but when it gets to the 5 powers, the trinkets I think is where you're gonna, and the 5 bolts and the direct damage, and
yeah, that's why you really need infiltrate and bury.
Giganticism too, maybe to help you.
But yeah, like if you have vampire, vampire is a terrifying card for the witch to face. The 4 power is hard to deal with, and the airborne, and the life gain.
Yeah, the life gain. But once again, the witch prevails.
Yeah, which,
so
no, but witch is an AL avatar, right? Arthurian Legends?
Arthurian Legends.
So as we come closer to the end of Arthurian Legends, it's nice to see
the witch,
an Arthurian Legends avatar. We're not talking about the druid.
No,
we're not talking about druid here.
All right, so we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.